Hi, I'm Christine Pender and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to be cooking crab and cheese wontons with a delicious spicy apricot sauce. Great for any gathering or just to munch on during your favorite TV show or sporting event. So let's get started. We're always going to start with clean hands. I'm going to make the sauce first. I don't particularly like a runny sauce, so by making the sauce first, it gives it time to set, and it is so yummy. In a small saucepan, I'm putting a half a cup of apricot preserves. Okay, to the half cup apricot preserves, I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons soy sauce, a teaspoon minced garlic, and a teaspoon of ground pepper flakes. Now, this sauce does have a kick to it, so if you don't like a lot of spicy, cut it down to a half a teaspoon. It'll still work out really great. We're going to bring this to a boil. Now that that is nice and incorporated, we're going to put it in our serving dish. And we're going to set that aside. Okay, now on to our filling. For this recipe, I'm using a half a cup of Philadelphia garden vegetable cream cheese. So we're going to add that to our bowl. I'm also adding a half a teaspoon sesame oil, a half a teaspoon soy sauce, a quarter teaspoon of ground pepper. So not pepper flakes, ground pepper. We're going to mix this until it's smooth. To that, we're adding 4 sliced green onions. I've used the green and the white parts. A half a cup of water chestnuts, finely diced. It adds a really good crunch to our filling for our wontons. Now I have a half a pound of crab meat. Now, if I still lived in San Francisco, I'd be going to my local fishmonger and using fresh crab. But here in rural Utah, we do what we can. So you can go to your butcher counter, and near there is always some crab that you can get. It's probably as close to fresh as you can get. If you can only do canned, that works wonderful too. So we're going to add that in, and we're going to mix it all up. Wonderful. Nice and all mixed together. Okay, we're going to set those aside. Now, I'm going to turn on our heat, move our pot over. I'm using a 5-quart pot with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of oil. We want to get it to 350 degrees. So, on to our wrappers. Now here I've beaten 1 egg. We're going to use this to bind and hold our wontons together. Now your wonton wrappers you can find in the produce section of your local market. They're usually found by the Asian vegetables, your bok choy, your fresh ginger, your bean sprouts. We're using the smaller ones because these are appetizers. If I was using them as part of my meal, I'd probably use the bigger ones. So we're going to take about 4 wonton wrappers at a time. Lay those out. I'm going to show you how to wrap these where they look really nice. And this part is where your clean hands come and play really well. You're going to take about a teaspoon of our crab mixture. Place it on the corner of the wonton wrapper. Okay, now I'm going to take the camera really low so I can show you how to fold these where they're not only going to taste delicious, but they're going to look delicious. So, like I said, this is where our clean hands come in play. I've tried other utensils, it just makes a big mess. So we're going to take some of our egg, we're going to put it on the 2 corners. Take your corner and wrap it over your filling, and you're going to continue going. You want this part to tuck over, and then you want these 2 points with the egg pretty much facing each other when you pull them over. Okay, you're going to squeeze it together. The egg is going to help it keep it together. And we're going to place it with our other ones. Now I'm covering this with a damp cloth, It keeps the wonton wrappers damp and moist. If you don't, they're going to dry out and crack. So when you do put them in the oil, your filling will fall apart and your wontons won't be as lovely as they should be. I'm going to show you one more time. Take our egg, put it on the two corners. Take our corner, flap it around the crab, tuck it under. We want to fold this over just enough where our two corners with eggs are facing each other. Flip it over, squeeze tightly, and there you go. I'm going to go ahead and continue the rest of our wontons and get them ready for frying. Okay, our oil is all ready. You can fry 4 to 6. Right now I'm going to go ahead and fry 5 at a time and drop them in. And you can hear them sizzling, so you know that oil is all good. Takes them about 1 minute to cook. You want to cook them until they're golden brown. Kind of try and flip them over as they're cooking so you get all that golden crunchiness all over and not just on the bottom. They're a little bit bottom heavy. So you can see them frying really good. They fry up really fast. Now if you are planning ahead, you can do the wontons up until the point where I wrap them, cover them with your towel, refrigerate them for up to 8 hours, and then you're good to go. While you're frying them, you can put your oven to 200 degrees to keep them warm until everything is all cooked and delicious. Alright, there we go. Not very long. We're going to strain those. We're going to put them on a towel to drain. And I've done them, and we're going to get ready to plate them. Okay, now that we've fried all of our wontons and they're ready to serve, we're going to go ahead and try one. They look nice and crunchy on the outside. Our sauce looks delicious. It's set just perfectly. You taste all the crab. It's nice and creamy inside, crunchy on the outside. The sauce gives it the perfect added flavor for it. Enjoy, everyone. Ladies, good luck, and thank you very much.